Alright guys, Samsung recently came out with the all-new Samsung Galaxy S5. But companies like Sony and HTC are not that far behind when it comes to a flagship smartphone offering, or a super phone if you may call it. And what I've got for you guys today is the all-new Sony Xperia Z2. It's recently launched in the Indian market, and of course, it has that brilliant industrial build quality that Sony is famous for. It is a water and dust resistant smartphone. Like the previous outgoing model that was the Sony Xperia Z1, this is the Z2. Now what it has to offer in terms of the display, it has a 5.2-inch display up front, which has the Sony's triluminous display technology, and of course it is a full HD screen. It gives you a pixel resolution of about 1080 by 1920 pixels, and of course it has a pixel density of about 424 ppi. So what that boils down to is that it reproduces colors on the screen really well, though the screen is a little less bright than what I would have liked, but then it's good under any conditions, whether you watch the display in the sunlight, whether you watch it in a dark room. The images, the videos, the text, everything comes out crisp and clear. Now when we talk about the processor on the Sony Xperia Z2, it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor, which is the top of the line processor, and what that boils down to is that it's seamless. It has no lags at all. And why is that? Because the quad-core processor in it is clocked at about 2.3 GHz, and it has a Krait 400 architecture, and it is packed with Adreno 320 graphics. And to top it all, it's backed by 3 GB of RAM, which is a lot of RAM, random access memory, for you guys to play around on this smartphone. Now another interesting thing about the Sony Xperia Z2 is the camera on it. It has a 20.7 megapixel primary camera with an LED flash. Now that's not something very new, is it? Because we've seen that on previous Sony devices as well. But here's the catch. Now it is capable of 4K video recording. You can record videos in 4K on the new Sony Xperia Z2, which is quite cool considering that you have Sony Throw feature on your 4K televisions that are offered by Sony. So if you have one of those, this is the phone to buy. You can record your moments, you can record your videos, and just throw the content onto your 4K television and enjoy that 4K video experience. So you're the one who's going to create 4K content for India, maybe, if you buy this smartphone. The battery backup on this smartphone is pretty good. We churned out about 1.5 days easily with normal day-to-day usage, a few games here and there, a few videos watched, and of course your regular day-to-day calling. So it churned out about 1.5 days. It has a 3200 milliampere battery on it. So the smartphone is the top of the line offering from the house of Sony, and of course for connectivity you get Wi-Fi, NFC, Bluetooth, the works. And another interesting feature about the camera on this smartphone is that it's got a dedicated camera key. You don't see much of the dedicated camera buttons on the modern flagship smartphones these days, so it's just a tad bit easier. All you have to do is just press the key and the camera app simply fires up, and you just click the image, and there you go, it clicks the image for you. So all three top of the line smartphones are offering something different here, something different here, but Sony Xperia Z2 has its own brand and niche for itself because it's a dust and water resistant smartphone. The battery backup is good on it. You can record 4K videos with the camera on it, and of course the images that you click with it are pretty good. So if I have to give a rating to the all new Sony Xperia Z2, I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars.